What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dummy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video, and my god, it's Acolyte time, because we come over here to Rotten Tomatoes and we have consistently watched as the Acolyte has broken records really for Star Wars, coming in right now at a 14% over on Rotten Tomatoes. And when I come over here to that Park Place, and I'm coming over here to this particular article for a reason, because it was posted last week and they had a screenshot of what the Acolyte used to be. It went from a 32% down to a 20%, and right now it's sitting at a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. Nobody's liking this show. It's a joke of a show. It's a joke of a Star Wars show. Heck, their dialogue is so pathetic. It's like a child wrote it. The storyline's is so predictable. Anybody can figure out what's about to happen. You can see it coming from a mile away, and it's just more Disney Star Wars nonsense. I haven't even watched the latest episode yet. I will check out my review. Yeah. I have no faith in this show. I have no interest in this show any further other than to tear into it. That's all it exists for. Disney just gave YouTubers a win in the form of a show that they can tear into. But it's not just Rotten Tomatoes. When we come over here to IMDb, for example, it's sitting at a 3.5 out of 10. Nobody's liking the show. Heck, even over on Metacritic, it's sitting at a 4.1 with users. It's a joke of a show. This is up there with how bad freaking the Doctor Who is right now. Doctor Who's in the gutters as well, but arguably this show's doing better than Doctor Who, and it's still trash. But what can we expect from Disney? What can we expect from Disney Star Wars? Well, because the audience hates this so much, doesn't love it, they find it abhorrent, they find it to be pure, unadulterated garbage, we have channels like Looper over here, which is just honestly a Watch Mojo clone that exists solely to just constantly pipe out this very cheap, limited clickbait garbage, like true clickbait garbage, shill garbage after shill garbage. They decided to put out a video the other day, and they immediately took it down. But in that video, we had this lovely little scene come out. And as you can see it here on Nerdrotic, it's kind of funny what they had to say. Hey, @Looper, why did you delete your post stating that yours truly and @TheCriticalDrinker are encouraging hatred and bigotry with our reviews of a poorly written streaming show? The only ones I see doing that are Lucasfilm, #The Acolyte. And we pull this up just to watch it because I can't believe this exists.
Some audience members have issues with the show's diversity and LGBTQ+ themes, and those should be dismissed. However, viewers should genuinely examine the legitimate criticisms The Acolyte has received. Cultural critics like The Critical Drinker and Nerdrotic have dubbed the show lore-breaking for its recent revelations, but their commentary isn't productive. Rather, it encourages bigotry and hatred over a show that's just getting started. As always, rage bait and review bombings distract from actual criticism.
Wait a minute. So they've pointed out the fact that, hey, it's lore breaking. They're putting out actual criticism, but they're putting out rage bait and review bombing, and it's distracting from actual criticism, even though you pointed out real criticism, even though you pointed out real issues. Oh, it's because these two characters have, these two particular YouTubers have over 1 million subs each. Gary sitting at 1.05 million subs, and Critical Drinker sitting at over 2 million subs. Man, it's almost like these people are so butthurt that more successful content creators are pointing out what is actually going on in Star Wars right now, and a channel boasting about 5.71 million subscribers can't handle the fact that two smaller creators compared to them are getting more success and are pointing out what is really going on here. But I mean, that's what happens when you're independent versus a shill site. Shill site's gonna start screaming and shouting the moment you go after Big Daddy Disney. Oh, but what else do we have? Oh, we had Paul Tassi C's as Star Wars The Acolyte's audience score go even lower. And this is one of the funniest things, because he wrote this in his own review of like how the audience score is going down, and this is what he had to say about it all. Tassi claims viewers are review bombing the show, writing, viewers have now mobilized a fleet of TIE bombers to obliterate user scores of The Acolyte wherever possible, namely on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. No, I am not going to entertain or debate that this is not review bombing. A 15% score is barely more than a third of the last most controversial Disney Star Wars project, The Last Jedi. Maybe it's worse than The Last Jedi. You think about that? There's nothing connecting this to real Star Wars other than garbage lightsabers. This has always been just more Disney fan fiction in reality. When you sit down and actually think about it, this show is based off of The High Republic, which was Disney fan fiction. This has always just been Disney fan fiction. That's why I'm tearing into it. You don't need a whole lot of lore to tear into it because there's nothing connecting this to real Star Wars. This is just more garbage that they're shoveling out to you saying, hey, look, we got the Star Wars tag on it. Go watch it and enjoy it. Nah, it ain't anything like that. But then you come over here. You get this dude, okay? And I've been seeing a lot of these stands coming out of the woodworks. I've been blocked by a few. It's kind of funny, but you see this, Dan Star Wars centralized such intense acolyte hatred, derangement, can't as easily be explained away as wanting good writing. If you're somebody who was dead set on hating the show from the day this image was released, well, I mean, from day one, they only prioritized the LGBTQ representation, diversity. This is everything they've always said that they wanted from day one. They actually never associated it with this real Star Wars at all. But, oh, you know exactly why they're putting this picture out here. You know exactly why this guy's doing this, and you just scroll down here. As usual, if you don't specifically meet the qualifications of the person I'm talking about, this isn't about you. Then what are you talking about? Because, I mean, there's been black characters in Star Wars before. Mace Windu, Lando Calrissian. There's been very successful female characters. Princess Leia, Princess Amidala. What are you griping about? Heck, there's successful Jedi. I don't remember all their names off the top of my head, but there's successful female Jedi. Mara Jade. Mara Jade's a successful female Jedi. I know she was an assassin at one point, but she became a Jedi and married Luke. Interesting how they never want to actually point out real Star Wars, because real Star Wars destroys their narrative. Real Star Wars starts breaking everything down, and they start realizing that they have no real argument. But, oh, what else do we have going on here? Because the media push for this is insane. Adam the Renaissance has been pointing this out. There's an entire, I agree with him when he says, forced campaign called the Yord Horde, which is people coming out here just talking about how much they love Yord, and it was so natural that in a matter of a few weeks they already have merch, stickers all over the place. They're already doing TikToks, merch. Oh, you had the actor that's playing Yord do an entire sit-down thing in which he's reading Yord Horde comments and being greeted by real Yord Horde things. Literally, I don't have the video pulled up right now, but he had a Yord gourd, a Yord cheese board, so on and so forth. It's so organic, guys. This is not corporate pushed at all. Oh, what else did we end up having? I saw this going around just the other week, and the guy blocked me, but you had this, an entire thing, in which you have this stand doing, the Acolyte is good, pass it on. Quote tweeting this person saying, the Acolyte is good, pass it on. Quote tweeting the main user of the first account, okay? This dude right here, who uses this account here, quote tweeting a quote tweet of himself, basically saying, the Acolyte is good, pass it on. Man, this is so organic. This is so not pushed at all. This is so healthy movement, right? Oh, what else do we have? Oh, we had Nerd Cookies. Nerd Cookies put out a simple tweet at the end of the last episode saying, the Jedi are good guys. The end. Simple enough, right? Simple enough. And you start scrolling through it, you know, you have QBG, what else do we have? Desu. The Jedi just represent the light side of the Force. They don't necessarily represent good. They are plenty of Jedi who still align with the light side of the Force, but aren't necessarily good people morally. For example, General Pong Krell, which is, I could agree with that, but light side of the Force is good, the dark side is bad. Yeah. What else have? Police are supposed to be good guys too. There was a good one down here. There was a really good one. Oh, here it is. Bro, just watch Star Wars. There's no good. There's only balance. And fascism, unfortunately, LOL. Also such a good guy. He literally became a Sith. He wasn't a good guy. He was a bad guy. This is what they're doing. None of these people know Star Wars. None of them know Star Wars. This is just corporate pushes. And the fact that people don't like what they're doing, the fact that people are so scared of what they're doing. I'll take you back to this dude right here. On both his accounts, I'm blocked for simply quote tweeting, "The Acolyte is," and a picture of Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones throwing up. I didn't say anything mean. I just had a GIF. And I'm blocked. Oh, because they can't handle pushback. They can't handle it whatsoever. When you have somebody coming out here saying the Jedi are good, when you have audiences saying the show was bad, when you have any of this going on, the corporate media, the shill media, everybody is coming together right now and screaming and seething for the sole fact that this show is dead. Nobody likes it. And the audiences are letting their own voice be heard. I say continue on. I say do whatever you want. If you like the show, you can like the show. I'm going to think you're dumb, but you can like the show. Just realize that nobody else likes it, and you're kind of the minority right now. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it up, friends, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one, unless I don't survive the Acolyte. And bye for now.